At 3:17 a.m., you stand over a dead prisoner in cell block 9, and every security droid is staring at your lightsaber. 12 hours earlier, the entire capital planet bowed when your silver ship landed on the Senate platform at sunrise. You are the Jedi everyone whispers about, the one who stopped 4 wars before breakfast and never raised your voice. Your morning routine starts in a gravity chamber, lifting 900 stone spheres while blindfolded, because normal training stopped challenging you years ago. At 6:40, younglings copy your stance, and one tiny boy grins when you lift him gently with the Force. The Council gives you private missions now, not because they trust you more, but because nobody else survives them. Your robe has burn marks from 7 planets, but the one near your heart came from saving your old master, Sero Ven. At breakfast, your chef serves blue milk and fire fruit, but you taste metal before anyone says the word prison. A captured warlord named Kale Draven asks for you by title, claiming he knows who will betray the Jedi tonight. The Council orders patience, but your visions show 212 dead younglings before dawn if you wait. You leave at 9:05 with 2 guards, 1 medical droid, and a bad feeling pressing behind your eyes. Outside the prison, crowds chant your name like you are a saint, and you hate how much you need to hear it. Cell Block 9 smells like rust and old fear, and Kale smiles before you even remove his restraints. He says your old master is alive in the lower vault, tortured for 8 years under the temple's permission. You laugh once because the lie is too perfect. Then Kale repeats Sero's final words that only you heard. Your vision changes instantly. Not younglings dying, but you opening a red vault door with blood on your sleeve. The guards tell you interrogation time is over, but Kale whispers there are 19 minutes before Sero is erased. You should call the Council. Instead, you wave your fingers and quietly unlock a prisoner nobody should ever free. Kale moves faster than pain, slitting one guard's neck with a hidden ceramic blade he swallowed 3 weeks ago. You ignite your lightsaber, but the second guard panics, fires, and the bolt ricochets into the medical droid's oxygen tank. White gas fills the cell, alarms scream, and Kale vanishes through a maintenance hatch you didn't know existed. You chase him because admitting your mistake would take 10 seconds, and Sero supposedly has only 11 minutes left. At sub-level 12, you find the red vault door from your vision, sealed behind 3 dead prison engineers. Kale begs you to open it, crying real tears, saying Sero will die if the lock cycles at 10 o'clock. You break the vault with the Force, and only afterward notice the warning symbol for a planet-killer containment core. There is no Sero inside, only a black crystal pulsing like a heartbeat and recording every face in the room. Kale smiles again and says, "Thank you," right before the crystal broadcasts your unauthorized release across 6,000 Jedi channels. Your comlink explodes with Council voices, but the loudest message is simple: surrender your weapon immediately. You try to stun Kale, but he throws the dead guard's badge into the core, starting a 7-minute meltdown. If the core burns through, half the capital loses power, including the children's hospital orbiting above District 4. You choose the city over the prisoner, sealing the vault with both hands while Kale crawls into the escape tunnel. The core stabilizes at 04, but your palms are burned black, and Kale is already outside wearing a guard's armor. You report the truth every ugly second, but the Council sees the dead guard first and your confession second. By 11:28, news screens show you opening the vault, cropped perfectly to hide Kale's knife, and the meltdown. The crowd that chanted your name now throws stones at your transport, and one stone has a child's drawing taped to it. Your apprentice, Mira, blocks your temple quarters with tears on her face and asks if power made you stupid. You want to hug her, but Jedi guards arrive with stun cuffs, and hugging suddenly looks like resisting arrest. You could defeat all 6 guards in 3 seconds, and everyone in the hallway knows it. Instead, you kneel, because the last piece of your identity is believing you are not what Kale made you look like. The cuffs close, and your connection to the Force drops from an ocean to a cup of cold water. At midnight, Kale sends one final message from orbit. He never needed the crystal, only your hand opening the door. Then he reveals Sero really was alive, not in the vault, but in a medical pod beneath your own temple. The Council hid him because his mind carried a Sith map, and your scandal gives them permission to erase him tonight. You scream until your throat bleeds, begging Mira to check Sub-Basement 3, but she turns away like you taught her discipline. At 2:12 a.m., you break one cuff using pure pain, knowing this will prove every accusation true. You run through the temple barefoot, knocking down friends who once trusted you with their children. Sub-Basement 3 opens at 2:19, and Sero's pod is there, empty, still warm, with one handprint on the glass. Mira steps from the shadows, holding Sero's old lightsaber, and you realize she did check the room after all. She says Sero woke up confused, saw your arrest footage, and escaped because he believed you had fallen. At sunrise, your statue is pulled down, your apprentice refuses your name, and somewhere your master hides from the hero you used to be.